The city had settled into the deep quiet that follows a major holiday. Streets, usually bustling, were now empty and still. The air was cold, and nights stretched on, uneventful. In this lull, the perfect conditions for an extraordinary event were quietly aligning. No one was watching. There was nothing to see. Or so it seemed. The absence of witnesses meant unusual sounds or movements went unnoticed. The holiday's tranquility became a shield, masking what was about to unfold. Into this void, a different kind of activity could proceed, methodical and unseen. The bank at the center of it all was a modern, unremarkable building, its glass and steel exterior blending seamlessly with the other office blocks that lined the city street. To the casual observer, it was just another financial institution, indistinguishable from its neighbors with nothing to suggest the secrets it held within. The building's clean lines and muted signage gave no hint of the drama that would soon unfold behind its walls. By day, the bank bustled with customers and employees, the lobby echoing with footsteps and quiet conversations. Tellers greeted regulars by name, and the hum of business filled the air. But as night fell, the building faded into the background, its lights dimmed, its doors locked, and its presence almost forgotten by the city that moved around it. The street outside grew quiet, the only sounds the distant hum of traffic and the occasional footsteps of a late-night passerby. Next door, a multi-level parking garage offered both anonymity and easy access. Its concrete ramps and shadowed corners provided a perfect cover for anyone wishing to come and go unnoticed. During the day, it was filled with the cars of bank employees and customers, but at night, it became a silent, cavernous space, its emptiness echoing with possibility. During the holiday, the garage was nearly deserted, amplifying its quiet and making it an ideal setting for anyone seeking privacy. The few cars that remained were scattered across the levels, their owners long gone, leaving the structure eerily still. The dim lighting cast long shadows, and the silence was broken only by the occasional creak of settling concrete. Deep within the bank, far from the unremarkable exterior, a reinforced vault stood as the building's true heart. Behind its thick steel door, thousands of safe deposit boxes lined the walls, each one a private container of wealth, secrets, and sentiment. For some, these boxes held family heirlooms or important documents. For others, they were a sanctuary for treasures known only to their owners. The bank and garage were connected by a discreet hallway, a feature designed for customer convenience. This passageway allowed clients to move easily between their vehicles and the bank, shielded from the elements and the public eye. But what was intended as a simple amenity also introduced a subtle vulnerability, a hidden link between two worlds. This connection, meant for easy access, would soon become a discreet pathway for something far more daring. In the quiet hours, when the bank was closed and the garage nearly empty, the passageway's shadows offered cover for those with a plan and the nerve to carry it out. The mundane layout of these buildings, so ordinary, so easily overlooked, held a hidden strategic importance. The proximity of the garage to the bank, the connecting hallway, and the unremarkable facades all combined to create the perfect stage for what was about to happen. What secrets would be revealed in the darkness? What was designed for convenience would soon be exploited by those who saw opportunity where others saw only routine. In the stillness of the night, the bank's unassuming facade would become the backdrop for an audacious plan, one that would forever change the way the city looked at this quiet corner. The first sign of trouble wasn't a shattered window or a forced door, but a piercing fire alarm that echoed through the empty corridors in the early hours of Monday morning. It was the kind of sound that slices through silence, jarring and insistent, impossible to ignore. The bank, usually a fortress of calm and order, was suddenly alive with flashing red lights and the shrill wail of the alarm system. Outside, the city was still asleep, unaware that something unusual was unfolding within these walls. Within minutes, emergency services converged on the scene. Fire trucks, police cruisers, and paramedics lined the curb, their lights painting the night in urgent flashes of red and blue. The responders moved quickly, expecting to battle flames or smoke, but as they circled the building, they found no sign of fire. The air outside was cool and clear, the building's exterior untouched. It looked, from the outside, like a false alarm. Just another routine call in the dead of night. Still, protocol demanded a thorough inspection. The responders entered the bank, their footsteps echoing in the vast, empty lobby. Every room was checked, every corridor swept with beams of flashlights. At first glance, nothing seemed out of place. Desks were tidy, computers powered down, and the silence was almost oppressive. But as they moved deeper into the building, a sense of unease grew. Something wasn't right. The answer revealed itself at the vault. Instead of smoke or flames, they found the heavy steel door battered and breached, the air thick with dust and the acrid scent of overheated metal. Heavy tools, crowbars, drills, and cutting torches were strewn across the floor, abandoned in haste. The fire alarm, it turned out, had been triggered not by accident, but by the intense heat and swirling dust created as the vault was forced open. This was no ordinary emergency. What began as a routine emergency call had become the moment of discovery for a crime of extraordinary scale. The holiday silence, which should have brought peace, had instead provided perfect cover for a meticulously planned heist. In the quiet hours before dawn, the bank's security had been breached and the city's most daring thieves had vanished into the night, leaving only chaos and questions behind. Investigators quickly asked, how did the intruders get in? No doors or windows were forced. Alarms were silent. Attention turned to the adjacent parking garage, a perfect cover during the holiday lull. Evidence suggested the perpetrators used the garage's connection to the bank, bypassing main entrances. Witnesses later recalled seeing men with heavy bags in the garage, but thought nothing of it at the time. Only in hindsight did these sightings become crucial clues. The garage's anonymity had provided the perfect entry point. Inside, the intruders faced the vault, a fortress of concrete and steel. They brought heavy-duty drills, prepared for a noisy, demanding job. The breach was clean and professional, a testament to their planning. A hole just large enough for a person gave them access to thousands of safe deposit boxes. They worked methodically, forcing open box after box. The fire alarm was likely triggered intentionally to destroy evidence and cover their tracks. Ironically, it also led to the crime's discovery. The operation was as calculated as it was bold. The vault revealed a scene of systematic violation. The once secure and impenetrable fortress now lay in shambles, a testament to the audacity and meticulous planning of the intruders. Over 3,000 safe deposit boxes had been forced open. Each box, a personal treasure trove, now stood empty, its contents stolen or discarded. The loss was staggering: 30 million euros in cash, gold, jewelry, and irreplaceable heirlooms. The thieves had not just taken valuables, they had stripped away the sense of security and trust that these boxes represented. For many, these boxes held not just wealth, but memories and security. Family heirlooms, cherished letters, and personal mementos were now gone, leaving behind a void that no insurance could ever fill. The thieves focused solely on the boxes, ignoring other bank assets. Their intent was clear. They knew exactly what they were after and how to get it. Their precision suggested deep knowledge and discipline. This was not a random act of vandalism, but a carefully orchestrated operation likely planned over months, if not years. The impact rippled outward, a security disaster for the bank, a massive investigation for police, and heartbreak for thousands of customers. The bank's reputation was in tatters, and the community's trust was shattered. The news sent shockwaves through the community. People gathered outside the bank, their faces etched with disbelief and sorrow, trying to comprehend the magnitude of the loss. The city awoke to a new reality of loss and vulnerability. The once bustling streets now felt eerily quiet, as if the very soul of the community had been stolen along with the valuables. As forensics combed the vault, investigators traced the thieves' escape. Surveillance footage captured a black Audi RS6 leaving the garage just before the alarm. The car, fast and unremarkable, was the perfect getaway vehicle. Its appearance provided a crucial lead for police. Authorities released its description, hoping for tips from the public. The car became the investigation's focal point, a single thread in a vast web. The hunt for the culprits had begun. The bank became a sealed crime scene, swarmed by police and anxious customers. News of the heist spread rapidly, fueling fear and uncertainty. Who could have pulled off such a daring break-in, right under everyone's noses? A crowd gathered outside, desperate for answers about their lost savings and heirlooms. The bank's promise of security was shattered. The emotional toll was immense. These were not just assets, but pieces of people's lives. Officials struggled to provide information, deepening the sense of loss. The investigation pressed on, but for victims, the wait for answers had just begun. The holiday's peace had given way to a new year of anxiety. The heist exposed a vulnerability rooted in routine and trust. The thieves exploited the holiday lull, sidestepping security by acting when oversight was lowest. The vault was strong, but isolation made it vulnerable. Alarms worked, but in an empty building, they went unheeded. The crime was a product of timing and environment, not just technology. Security is only as strong as the vigilance behind it. The event is a stark reminder. Even the best systems fail if no one is watching. Who guards our treasures when everyone else is at rest?